आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
Hello everyone. So the question is, AL and Barb shared the driving on a certain trip. What fraction of the total distance did all drive? Now the first point that is given is all drive for 3 by 4 as much time as Barb did. So first let us assume that Barb drove for, let us say that Barb drove for T time. Okay, so let us say Barb drove for T time. Then according to the first point, then how much time that Al drove? So Al drove for 3 by 4th of the time T, so that is 3 by 4 T, because it's given that 3 by 4th as much time as Barb did. So if we are assuming Barb drove for T, so Al must have drove for 3 by 4 T of the whole journey. Okay, now what is the second point is given that the Al's average driving speed for the entire trip was 4 by 5th of Barb's average driving speed. Okay, guys, for calculating the average speed, for the formula for the average speed is equal to the total distance traveled, the total distance that anyone or rather that object has traveled, divided by the total time taken. Okay, so what will be the average speed for if we assume that Barb drove for x distance, okay, and let us say the total distance is equal to capital D. Okay, capital D kilometers. Okay, so Barb drove for, let us say, x kilometer. Then Al must have drove for how much? Obviously D minus x kilometers. Okay, so if Barb drove for x kilometer, then the remaining distance, that is, if the total is D, then the remaining will be D minus x. Okay, so what will be the average speed for Barb? So for average speed for Barb will be total distance traveled. So how much distance did Barb travel or Barb drove? It will be x upon the time it took. We assumed over here that t. Okay, so again the same thing we will do for L. So for L, he drove for d minus x. So he drove for d minus x kilometers. And what time did he took? 3 by 4t, because L drove for 3 by 4t over here. So 3 by 4 into t. So these are the two average speeds. Now the relation between them is that Al's average speed is 4 by 5th of Barb's one. So x upon t, 4 by 5th, or rather x upon t, 4 by 5th of Barb, average speed of Barb is equal to the average speed of L. So d minus x upon 3t, this 4 will go in the numerator part, so into 4. So if you just try to cancel out things, this t gets cancelled, this 4 gets cancelled. So what are we left out with? This 3x is equal to 5d minus 5x. So this implies 8x equal to 5d. So this implies x is equal to how much? Yes, 5d by 8. 5d by 8. Okay. Now, well, the question has asked that what fraction of the total distance did Al drive? Okay. So now I assume that Al drove for d minus x kilometers. So now I know the value of x. So Al drove for d minus x, that is equal to d minus 5d upon 8. So this is equal to how much, guys? 3d upon 8. So now in the question it has asked about fraction of distance. So what fraction of the whole trip? Am I right? What fraction of the total distance? Now I assume that the total distance is equal to d. So what fraction of d did our Al drive? Obviously, so Al drove for 3 by 8 of the total distance, because Al drove for 3 by 8 d, 3 by 8 of d. So what is the fraction over here? 3 by 8. So your answer to this question will be 3 by 8. Guys, here we will be using this basic formula that average speed is equal to total distance traveled by total time taken. Then you just assume things and you will get your answer in terms of fraction, because this d or x, these values are not at all important, or not. We need not need to find the exact values of them. Okay, so here the answer will be 3/8. I hope you guys understood. Thank you very much.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट IIT जेई मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।